Welcome back. It is that time of the month. We're talking with John Fawcett from the National Weather Service and have a fun topic to talk about this month, which is the CoCoRaHS network. And it's something that's really important to, of course, the National Weather Service, but also to meteorologists like myself here at the station, because we use rain reports from that network to report on air all of the time. Let's talk about first off the bat, what is the CoCoRaHS network? We've got a graphic here that first is going to break down what it stands for, because it's kind of a silly sounding word. It stands for the Community Collaborative Rain, Hail, and Snow Network. And what it is it really gives the opportunity for anybody in El Paso, Las Cruces, our area, to become part of a community of volunteers that map and measure precipitation, be it rain, hail, or snow. Send those reports to the National Weather Service, and then you guys have people on staff who create these great maps that are available to us. We'll get to that in a second, but first I just wanted you to kind of explain what the significance of CoCoRaHS is in the month of March.
Well, it's March Madness. It's a big recruiting program to get more people involved in the CoCoRaHS network. And the importance of that is, you know, you always hear, well, the official report was at the airport, but who lives at the airport?
Yeah.
Well, this is a great way to fill in the gaps. These are not official climate reports in the sense that the airport's observation would be, but yet it does go into a climate record so that you could get an idea of different parts of a city, you know, where the rainfall patterns are, that type of thing. And especially on a day-to-day basis, if we're looking at issuing a flash flood warning, how much rain has been falling in this area, because you know, especially with our spotty summer rainfall.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy, it can really be different.
Someone can get it one spot and somewhere else not, and you had a really great point. I want to show off the maps that are available to not just myself, but really anyone who wants to look at the CoCoRaHS network of spotters that we already have. These people who get these reports, they get their own rain gauge at their house, and they just input those reports into the internet so that this map is available. You see the little white dots? Those are reports that were sent in yesterday indicating the reports that were given in the morning. So this is before values were sent through from the rain we saw yesterday. This is look at Las Cruces. Look how many more reports there are on Las Cruces. I know there's a bit of an issue there. But
the issue is becoming less and less because of the recruiting. You should have seen the El Paso database 2 or 3 years ago. Hardly any. So it is working. Still some catch-up to do, though.
So the idea is that in March Madness, each state, of course, all the different National Weather Service offices are hoping that they can get more of these people to send in reports and explain. I guess there's a little competition that goes on.
Well, it's competition of sorts. That's the fun part of it. But the actual goal is really, really meaningful in order to get more of these reports. So, but, you know, if you want to help Texas out or New Mexico out in your viewing area, there can be a little competition going on.
And at the bottom of the screen you see right there, CoCoRaHSep@gmail.com. That's where you can send in an email if you have questions right about this program.
Right, and also if you do get into the program, if you could pay $25 to get a pretty nice rain gauge like this. This is not your average, you know, rain gauge that you buy at a department store. This is fairly accurate, and inside there's a tube in the main tube right here that'll measure an inch of rain, and you know, to the nearest hundredth. But if that spills over and you get more than an inch of rain, don't worry. You just take the funnel off the top and you take this full 1 inch, spill it back into here after you mark down 1 inch, and then pour this back in. You get the spillover. After you've emptied this, you get the spillover, and then you measure, hopefully not more than 2 inches or so, or you might be in a little bit of trouble. But that's kind of a neat way of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, CoCoRaHS program, as we said, so important to meteorologists of all forms around the borderline. It really helps us to get that idea. If you want to, there's the information at the bottom of your screen. You can send that email in, or we'll post the link to CoCoRaHS on our kvia.com page also, so people, you get that direct link to kind of get more information on the program. We'll be right back.